Welcome to Holdcroft Nissan's YouTube channel and another one of our bite-sized reviews. Today we're looking at the Nissan Leaf 62 kilowatt Tekna. Come and join us. So the 62 kilowatt Leaf is a little bit different. Now a lot of you remember the previous Leaf and the shape of the Leaf, a little bit more bulbous. It led its own way in its practicality and functionality and the way it looked. We think this model's though is totally different. Not only does it look more like a normal car as you'd expect to see on the road, actually the drive of it, the comfort, the functionality and the practicality as a family vehicle, as well as someone perhaps to use it as a user chooser or a business owner, actually second to none. So it's 62 kilowatts. This one then has a rapid charger as well as a normal 7 kilowatt charger. It has a NEDC range between 220 and 225. Front parking sensors, V-motion grille is standard to really set off their look, but the real differences for us are what you see around the car and the inside. So let me take you there. So this particular Tekna is set off with a two-tone paint. So it's vivid blue on the body, and then we've got this lovely black floating roof which really draws the line of the car. And I think actually from the side profile it looks like a real special nice car. A little lip spoiler just on here as well which just sets it off. These 17-inch diamond cut and grey alloys, again, don't look horrible, they look really nice and pleasant with the vehicle. And you've got the intelligent key, which means either on the driver's side or the passenger side you can open it by just pressing this button here. And you'll see it click and open. I'll take you round to the driver's side and we'll have a look inside. So here we are inside the Leaf. And the first thing I notice is just actually how roomy it feels. The cockpit size, the way it wraps around, it's really quite very comfortable. Leather seats, perforated as well, because the heated seats as well, which is a real nice function. That leather with the blue stitching goes across the front here on the dash, wraps into the steering wheel well. Again, D-shaped steering wheel, so again a bit more room above the thighs to move it around. Just a real comfy place to be. We'll just turn it on. It's nice and quiet, so there's no petrol or diesel engine noise as it starts up, but again everything's bright, everything's nice and clear to display. And just working across really, we've got electric handbrake, a lovely big deep pocket there for some storage, cup holders, another front storage area there. The gear stick looks a bit different, but it's nothing to be frightened of. It is very much a same as any automatic box really. Foot on the brake, reverse is at the top, so again you're going to get a 360-degree camera as well as a directional camera, which you can see there. It just controls with a line, so you can see exactly where you're parking and reversing into. And if you want to go into drive, again just foot on the brake and your drive's down at the bottom. So quite frankly it's not much different really. This is a feature that a lot of the Nissan Leafs have, which is the e-pedal. That's quite a fun feature. That allows you to accelerate and decelerate just using the acceleration pedal. So it also automatically sort of brakes for you as you ease off the pedal. Again, it's something to practice and have a bit of fun with, but actually makes the drive a little bit more economical, which is, and quite frankly for me, a little bit more fun as well. As I talked about before, you've got heated seats. You've still got all your usual auxiliary, USB, 12 volt ports. You've got air conditioning with the heat option button here. Aircon is standard, and obviously that can be automatic as well as recirculation and heated front and rear screens. And then we're up into the infotainment system here. So nice big display, nice and bright. That's touch screen as well as buttoned. So we've got it on the DAB radio here, so you can just put on the menu and choose whichever radio station you'd like. Just click on the back button. If we then go onto map, it brings up a lovely big clear map. Again, just click on destination and you can have all the different things of points of interest. Put your street address in, you can just type your postcode in the top. If you need to know where the nearest charging stations are, they have that ability there as well, where you just click on that button and it'll bring up all the nearest charge stations to you as well. Moving across to the steering wheel, again that D-shaped, it's like a lovely bit of comfort, and give it a bit of a sportier feel, but everything's nice and tactile, everything's nice and easy to use. Got auto lights, auto wipers, It's lovely heads-up display sort of just in front of you here, which really illustrates just using this monitor here, where you basically can control how many miles you've got left to go. You can set the timings of when you want to charge. Again, just a very functional and practical car. On this side here, we've got ProPilot for our cruise control as well. So this is on the blue button here. Now that controls both radar, cruise control, and your lane keeping assist all in one. So it allows you to drive the car almost autonomously, but it just keeps you within the lines and keeps you within that space distance between the people in front of you at a constant speed. So again, a nice function that helps save a bit more on economy, but it also makes it a little bit more easier to drive when you're up on the motorway, for instance. You have an eco button as standard as well, so again you can choose to have it that a little bit more economical, and everything else after that, electric windows, we've got Bluetooth. You know, it's packed full of the functionality that you'd expect to see in a Nissan. And the main thing that really strikes me for me though is the simplicity actually when you get underneath it, and the comfort of it as well. Really nice car. So we're taking the 62 kilowatt now for a little spin. So we're just going about town. We've not got the eco mode on or the e-pedal mode on. Straight away it's got some real downward pressure of pull. That's because it's got instant torque with it being electric, which makes it very, very nippy and responsive around town. I'll just pull out of this junction here. Get nice and easy, nice and smooth. Just really responsive, really. I say, just a joy to drive, effortless. It actually makes it a much nicer driving experience than a petrol or a diesel vehicle, because it's just like driving a very, very simple automatic car. I feel very confident, very comfortable. Not got any range anxiety, which is nice. And I say the car, it really is a dream to drive. So that's everything from our bite-size review on the Nissan Leaf 62 kilowatt Tekna. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel. Please stay tuned or subscribe to get more information about other videos and other bite-size reviews. We think this car is a little gem. It's electric, it's got a good range on it, and bags of practicality and functionality, and now we feel it's got a really strikingly good look. Thank you for joining us.